Shadow gonna be ready. Oh yeah. Yes, sir. You know what it is, man. If it's a Thursday, it's the Grim and Shadow Show. Let me see who we got coming in, man. We're gonna do roll call real quick. We'll look for Shadow 2. Man, Robert Gonzalez already is 0076. The Stone Sound, Timorin 713. What is it, man? The real 28 grams DCNX. I see you. Us only. Shadow. Shadow. Let me see if I can get Shadow in here, man. Oh, let me see if I can get that up. Let me Shadow. Let me see if I can keep calling. And we got the roll call, man. Nacian Ray. S.A. Reach, Crazy, Spring Branch 832. I see you back in here with the Gas Gang. Carter's from Texas. Smash that trash. I see you, man. What's up? It's Claudia. I see you. Who else we got in here, man? I'm gonna look down the road. Let me see. Let me take it down the road. I'm Scrooge just joined us. You in the roll call, man. Let's see. La 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 la. I said everybody already. FOB June, what? 5 June, 4 June, 01. Exit Israel 713. Man, we all in here. And we doing it right, man. Shadow, you ain't got any yet? What is it? What is it, Shadow? See if I can get him in here. Accept. Okay, shit. I didn't know I had to accept. Accept. Aggravated accept. You already know what it is, man. Again, I said it, man. It's Thursday. It's Shadow. And the Grim and Shadow show. It says Shadow couldn't join. Oh shit. Here we go, man. Let me see if I can do it again. Shadow, you gotta stay in one place. Try to bring him in again. Go live with Shadow. Come on, Shadow, get in here. David Medina's in here. That's what's up. Robert Gonzalez. I said Herrera Holland. There he is. That's what it is. Santino. What's up, Santino? Shadow.
What's going down?
What's going
on? David Medina just what's cracking?
What is cracking?
Man, we right here, man. Right here doing a thing on a Wednesday. You already know, hump day, 7 o'clock. We got the Grim and Shadow show. Man, I can't see you. I'll see his blackness. That's Grim right there.
That Shadow right there. You can't see me. You can't see my rocket scat.
Nah, I can't see. I can't see you at all. But it's all right. True Chicano's in the house. What's up, man? Southeast Gulf Gate. Boy, he said Gulf Gate. Damn. Gulf Gate Bridge.
What's up?
It's
Shadow?
Thursday. Oh, hey, he said it's Thursday. It's not even hump day. I'm a day behind.
That dance Thursday. Move, Shadow. You forgot what day it was?
I forgot what day it is, man. I've been working so hard, man. Yeah, has that ever happened to you? That ever happened to you?
Sound like you ain't been working at all. Hey, we got a good
man, that's all I've been doing is working, man.
Hey, let's let all the people that just know that just joined us and has been here for the first time. If you're for the first time, let us know and let us know where you're coming in at us from. We got my boy Isaac from Chicano Boulevard.
Chicano Boulevard.
We bring him in at the same time, and this is how the
What's
show
up?
works, man.
What's up, Phoenix?
So everybody knows how the show works, man. We're gonna have a
Repping that
topic
north.
for the day. And at the end of the show, on the B side, we're gonna have questions and answers. What's up, Isaac?
What's up, Isaac?
Can you see me? I don't know if he can see you, Shadow. Maybe not me.
I can see him.
Mario's a first timer. What's up? He's in Atlanta. What is that? What's up, Isaac? Where you coming from? Where you at, man?
What's up? Man, I tried to make it home on time. I pulled up to the driveway,
Hmm.
and I was about to go inside, but I said, "Nah, bro, I can't do that, bro. If I go inside, my 2-year-old daughter ain't gonna let me go."
Well, God bless.
uh,
Well, that's all right, man. You made it just in time, man.
yeah,
Whether
yeah,
you
yeah,
right
yeah. What's
there,
up?
I guess
What's
as
the
long
deal?
as you got some good internet, you good,
Yeah,
man. What's been up to?
I've been. You know what's good, bro? We've been with you, doing our thing, bro. Staying big. Hey, I can confirm. Shadow been busy, bro. Shadow been working around the
Man,
clock.
don't blow it. Don't gas him up, bro, because he gets. Look at his hair
Man,
already, bro. What do you wear? Like a 10? What kind? What size hat do you wear, Shadow? No, I'm just fucking with you. Hey, let's get straight to the topic though, man. Before we get too far, we're 5 minutes. The topic of the day is Chicano. What is Chicano? What is a Chicano rapper? Right. That's what we were talking about. I know we've been talking about the Chicanos, and of course, we got Isaac in from Chicano Boulevard, so he's pretty much, and he's and by way of a DJ, right? He's a DJ.
DJ slash Chicano historian, Chicano music historian.
Right, right.
Uh,
So
yeah, cause
so
my
no
bad. Go
better
ahead.
than to ask, right? A DJ, especially who's a Chicano and the Chicano, I guess, enthusiast. Um, we were talking about Chicanos and Chicanismo and are the Chicanos in Texas last week, and then we started talking because Shadow said, well, there's no Chicano rappers out here in Texas, and I was like, well, hold on, man, I'm a Chicano. And I'm a rapper, so that makes me a Chicano rapper, right? And he goes, no, but it's not
Right,
the same thing. You got to think about Little Rob and Kid Frost and Conejo
right,
and Night
right.
Owl and all these people. So he had a point, right? So I dug a little bit into it, right? I said, man, we're gonna talk about that next week, and so that's why I posed the question to all the viewers and to everybody listening. And I'm just thinking about what makes a what makes a Chicano rapper? Damn, that motherfucker came on bright and the motherfucker. Shit, God damn, Shadow. But
um,
what makes a Chicano rapper?
real quick though, real quick. The
Well,
answer to last week's question was, "Are there Chicanos in Texas?" Is hell yeah, right?
oh,
That
oh,
was your conclusion, right?
Overwhelmingly, yes, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. We proved it a little bit. So if y'all want to go back and check out the show, I think Shadow even tries to do a little re-edit on YouTube, but you can check Instagram. But yeah, it was something that was brought up, and of course, there's Chicanos in not only in Dallas, in the Dallas area or in the Houston area, but I mean even the smaller
all
towns
over,
where they
All
overwhelmingly
over.
take the population
All
though.
over.
We're talking about
Yeah.
all over.
90% of the population or
Victoria,
more
Pokey.
wherever they're at.
Yeah,
So,
Chicanos there. Chicanos, the in these smaller towns, there's a lot of Chicano. Like, see, Victoria, Texas, is the first city in Texas where Mexicans came and settled. When Texas became a part of the U.S.,
yeah,
Victoria, Texas, was the first city that Mexicans settled in. So that's where my family's from, Victoria, Texas,
right,
and we go
Right.
back like 6 generations over there.
Port
But real
Lavaca,
quick,
Victoria,
yeah. Right. But
all that.
so Chicano rap, right?
right,
Chicano rappers. Here's the thing, though. This is where there's the line, right? Like, because all that Southern California rap, that's a subgenre of hip hop, and it's called Chicano rap, right? That's
right,
what they call it, right? It's
right.
just like rock and roll, right? Rock and roll. There's heavy metal. There's hardcore. There's punk, but they're just different versions of rock and roll, right?
Exactly.
Same thing with hip hop. You got East Coast hip hop, you got H Town Screw,
Right,
then you got Chicano rap from Southern California.
right,
So that's a subgenre of hip hop
right.
called Chicano rap, and it comes
Right,
out of Southern California.
Exactly.
right.
But a Chicano rapper is you is and I want to talk about this because uh there's this Instagram page called Chicano Post.
Yeah,
They're a pretty big page. They a couple months back, Mexican OT pulled up to Chicano Boulevard over there. Rabbit's got the gun,
right.
and he shot a video, and we took a picture with him, and he was holding the Chicano Boulevard banner.
Okay.
Well, that Instagram page got a hold of the picture, and they reposted like, "Hey, Mexican OT, Chicano," and all these fools from Cali were commenting saying, that fool's from Texas. He's not a Chicano. Chicanos don't accept that fool. Blah blah blah. He's from Texas. He identifies as Tejano.
And,
Okay.
I mean, this was what, not to cut you off, but this was what, a few days ago, a few weeks ago.
No, this just happened like a week ago. They reposted it. So to that,
Recently.
yeah. Mexican OT very much qualifies as Chicano, right?
Of
He's
course,
Chicano,
of course.
but that's an identity that we get to choose to label ourselves as, right? Hey,
Right,
he identifies as Tejano, and that's his right to. A Tejano is also a Chicano, but he wants to say, I'm a Tejano, and that's cool. But he qualifies as fuck to
right.
say I'm Chicano. You know what I
Of
mean?
course.
Uh, I
Yeah, of course.
I believe he's like 3 or 4 generations too,
Well,
Chicano.
right. And we're gonna
So
get we'll get deeper into it because, well, first of all, you definitely. I want to say that you look. The guy knows what he's talking about. I looked it up. Right, Wikipedia says Chicano rap is a subgenre of hip hop that embodies aspects of Southwestern Mexican American or Chicano culture. That's from Wikipedia, right? But I wanted to go on a little bit further because it gets a little deeper with Chicano rap because from all you said, right, which I don't totally understand, from Califas and Texas and right. But look at this. I was reading about it, and for it said the early years, right? And of course, the first person they talk about is Kid Frost, right? From and with his Hispanic causing panic with the hit
right,
song La Raza, right? But then it went on to say another early and well-known Chicano rapper was Cuban American artist Mellow Ace, right? And that kind of struck me as okay, Cuban American, is that Chicano too? So, I mean, not that I wanted to know, is that Chicano rap too? Is he a Chicano rapper? Is that something you agree with, or you something that
so again, Chicano is it's an identity we choose to label ourselves, right? It's not our ethnicity. Our ethnicities, we're all native, right?
right,
Before Mexican, before this, we're really native, bro. That's what we are. You know what I'm saying? So Melo Mayonnaise grew up in the Chicano culture,
right,
and that's the big difference right there.
okay,
He's not, normally a Chicano would be a brown person living in the U.S. with roots in Mexico, right? That's what a Chicano is, right?
Right.
But someone like Melo Mayonnaise who grew up in the culture, he's brown. He can definitely well claim that he's Chicano. You know what I mean? Hey, I grew up in the culture. I'm Chicano. You know
like
what I
Lil
mean?
G.
Just like, go ahead.
Like Low G. Low G's perfect. A perfect example. Low G,
He's
his
Honduran.
heart and soul is
He's from Honduran. I mean, he's from Honduran. He's from Honduras. But right. But he grew
yeah.
up in the Chicano culture because I mean, this guy embodies second ward. You can't get more Chicano than second ward.
Right, 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 right.
So
Yeah,
It's just like when like in American Me, when the little about the Happy goes, "You thinking of letting him in?" Is he? And he
right.
says,
Right.
"I told you he's my crowd." He says, "But he ain't Mexican." Is it? You know what I'm
That's
saying?
that's American Me, bro. That's not a Blood and Blood. Did you say Blood and Blood Out or American
No,
Me?
I said American Me. I thought
Oh,
I
okay.
said.
I think I read someone's comment and they said Blood and Blood Out. My bad.
are you
But
But yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that's what you're saying. Basically, is Chicano is something that you have to proclaim yourself. You know what I'm saying? Say, I am Chicano.
I am Chicano, right? Because you can say some, again, some people say they're Latinx, some people say they're Hispanic, some people say they're Mexican American, some people say they're Latino. But see, the thing about the labels Hispanic, Latino, and Latinx, those labels were given to us by the government. Those aren't labels that we came up with and said we're gonna call ourselves
right?
this. You
Right.
know what I mean?
It's like
The
college.
government, yeah, they choose to relabel us every 50 years, right?
Correct.
So Hispanic, Latin, Latino, Latinx.
Right.
Um, so Chicano is what we are because you know we grew up in this country and thinking that we're like hey we're saying that we're Mexican, right?
Right.
But then when we go and talk to a real Mexican from Mexico, they tell us, bro, you ain't
No,
nothing like
man,
us,
no,
bro.
man,
You know,
Right.
Mateo.
you know what I'm saying?
But
They say,
see,
nah,
and
you're
see, you
not.
know what I like is the how the story comes out that it was Pachucos. It was they were, they were the ones that were the ones who identified and said, you know what, we'll fine. If you want to call us Chicano, then that's what I am. And
Well,
then
Right.
they embraced that culture, that Pachuco culture is the one that embraced the word Chicano.
The,
And then of course, you have the Chicano, you have the brown berets, and you have it, turn it into something where it's Chicano proud instead of, being something that was meant to be a derogatory term from our own ancestors, from our own motherland. You know what I mean?
okay, so
right.
going about the Chicano rappers, or I could say Mexican American rappers, or as you said, Cuban American rappers, and everybody else. I mean, Honduran American rap. Um, I want to name. There's a top 20. I found a top 20, and let's see if everybody, and of course, you'll recognize some of them. You might not, but let's just go real quick. Snow the Product, and she's dope. Uh, Baby Bash, right? He's on the list. Cypress Hill, Guerra MX, Little Rob, Cartel de Santa, King Lil G, Rails B, South Park Mexican, Darius, MC Davo, Control Machete, Cap G, Santa Fe Clan, Burner, Big Pun, Boca Floja, Brownside, Delinquent Habits, Lighter Shade of Brown, OGZ, I think, Ackwed, Aleman, and Chingo Bling, man. Is that crazy? And we lost him.
Wow.
We lost
They- we didn't, yeah, we didn't see Juan Gotti in there. Mario will say, "What's up, Mario? Ronnie."
yeah, no, I didn't, I mean, he's just not on the 20. Look, I put up, I went to Google and said 20 rappers. Uh,
No, so they're not in the top 20.
I didn't
Juan
say,
Gotti or
it didn't
Juan
say
Gotti
top
or Lil
20.
G. Welcome back.
What's up? What's up? My bad. My bad.
No, you good.
No, I heard the whole thing though. So that's the top 20 Chicano rappers.
No, not
Yeah.
top 20. It just I googled, Mexican rappers because
Right.
and it just pulled up Mexican rappers, and then it had a list of 20. It's not in any order or anything
Nah.
like
So
that.
you put Mexican rappers. What if you put Chicano rappers?
Well, I did, and if you look, it's the list is a lot shorter. Just from what they pulled up. You got Slow Pain, rest in peace. Mr. Shadow.
R.I.P.
They got Conejo and Serio. And those are the ones that
Right.
just pulled up. So I mean, I know there's far more. There's Little Rom, man. That's my homie. And you got Night Owl. You got
Yeah.
you can go down the line. I mean, but
Man,
and
they need to stop playing with that brown recluse, bro. They need to stop playing with you, bro.
I'm telling you,
They they, they need to put some respect on Grim, dog. What's up, bro?
shit,
You know what I'm saying?
the
Shit.
whole South
Hey,
movement, man. They got to put it
hey,
from. I just started it in Texas, man. There's a lot of people that have come behind us, and yes, rest in peace, Night Owl, man, for real. But yeah, there's been a
so
lot.
let
But
me,
yeah, I trust, man. I feel you, man. Shadow started that shit, man, with the Brown Recluse and got me rapping. And shit, that's the reason why. Of course, Dope E, showed me every fucking way how to rhyme and really, because I didn't know what the fuck I was doing when I started rapping. But
this is
yeah,
this. I think this is why a lot of Houston rappers, Chicano Houston rappers don't get thrown in the Chicano label because for several years Houston Chicano rappers weren't rapping about Chicano shit, and that's just the reality, right? Like a lot of the rappers were writing, talking about slabs, talking about drink, talking about this and that. They weren't talking about, the cultura and Chicano shit, and that's why this Chicano Boulevard movement has been so special in Houston because we were bringing back a whole culture that was almost non-existent here. Like
but
when we start, like, the whole goal was to bring it back because it was non-existent. You know what I'm saying? There was
yeah,
nowhere that you could go and embrace Chicano culture. You could go to to the flea market on airline and feel like, I'm saying, you're in Mexico. You could go to Slab Sunday and see the slabs. But where could you go on a Sunday if you wanted to go and hear some Chicano style music, see the Lolos? Man, there was nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? So
but
thankfully, this the people, the raza embrace this movement because they were missing it. You know, we
Right.
had a lot of fathers bringing their sons, and these sons are like 20, 19, 22, and they never seen nothing like this in real life. They just heard their dad talk about Mason Park and Richmond all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which
Right.
was which was us being in our barrio in the East End,
In the
cruising, right?
90s.
Doing lowrider shit and doing Chicano shit, bro. Like,
Right.
you know, Houston's the second largest population of
I
Chicanos
mean,
in the nation behind LA, bro.
You got to
Like,
the
give
we need
credit.
biggest
more
You got to give
representation.
credit to what Mexican OT's doing. It's a different style, right? It's Chicano rap, bro. That's the way I look at it. Mexican OT is Chicano rap, like you said before, and it's his way. But I mean, he's really coming with the corridos. I mean, and the gritos, and I love it,
Right.
man. It's showing Tejano like it's like Tejano Chicano rap. You know, it's like
it's like more like a vaquero, he's a
yeah, man.
cowboy.
And I love it. He
Right.
got the cowboy hat. You know, he said he don't care if he got his belly out. He don't give a shit. And
And he's
that's
got a
some tough
million
shit.
followers, man, just following it up, and he's representing and he's got a lot of weight on his
And not
shoulders because he's got a lot of people supporting him, you know
But
what I'm saying?
but it's not just him.
So
See, so he's definitely the focus. The microscope is on him, but it's all in his circles, man. They got to look at like Dodie and everybody else around him at that age and that type of wave onda, that's going on. Too. You can't just overlook the guys around him. It's just like everybody focusing on Carlos, right? But not looking at Rashid or not looking at Low G or myself or even Baby Bash. You got to see what's around them too. So there's a lot happening going on just in Texas and all over the place, and I love it because now I brought it up because I've been really close with Little Rob by way of Bash, running around with Bash, and he's from San Diego, and so is Frankie J. They're from the same area, so to
and
speak.
then you got
And I've done
Matt,
tours with
you
them.
got what's his name from MBK? I always get his name wrong, but the guy that
MC
does
Mike or something like that. MC Magic.
yeah, MC Magic. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
of course, MC Magic and the MB Riders, Ziggy and them. So, all look, it goes all the way around. I'm just glad we brought up the question because, and we got about 9 minutes left. So, if you got questions, man, any more questions, hit that question mark button down at the bottom.
My thing is this: Houston is like the mecca of brown rappers, right? Like Mexican American rappers, right?
Mhm.
But
In
you know,
Texas,
with this new generation, man, they it seems like they totally lost connection with their culture and with their roots. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's everything is just kill, 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 fucking.
that's over. But
It's crazy, bro.
that's across the board. I mean,
That's why I fuck with Doe. Hey, that's why I fuck with Doe Man. Shout out Doe Man.
right, right.
Doe Man is dropping bars. Doe Man stepped out of the box a couple years
Right.
back.
He's a philosopher.
He
He's
dropped an
putting in
album called Brown
contributions.
Soul.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Young Easy too.
He's
Young Easy out there in the north. You know what I'm saying? I
All
mean,
of them.
there's some conscious rappers out there, man, that are rapping real shit. You know what I'm
DP
saying about what's
Garza.
going on in the neighborhood.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
they're saying some
Yeah,
shit.
Doe Man says it in his rap. Hey, I'm Chicano. You know what I mean? So I gotta applaud him for that because in Houston, that might not be the most popular thing to say within the new hip hop generation. You know what I mean?
well,
Hey,
I
well,
And
totally
he's
agree with you. I think, and that's what it kind of, I've been, for the last few months, you know what I'm saying, after I finished my last album, I've been kind of dialed in, and you know this, Isaac, more than anybody's that I've been really trying to focus in on getting back to the cordura, getting back to the roots, and sharing the heritage that we have with our young kids, you know what I'm saying, and showing him that we out there. It's a family lifestyle. You know what I mean? You're out there
right.
with a dude works on his car all week. Works at his job on the weekends. He works on his car, getting his ride right. On a Sunday, he goes and hangs out with his family. Goes and chills out, you know what I'm saying, on a Sunday afternoon at a park, you know what I'm saying, and just doing Chicano shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
Just low riding and and just having that kind of lifestyle. I want to get back into that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm all for it. And Hey, speaking of things that was going down in a couple of weeks on February 4th, what you got something going on very special, Isaac. Before you leave, why don't you let us know what you got going on?
We got a Chicano Boulevard, our second year anniversary. It's a Funky Solistic Sunday.
All
It's
right.
gonna be at Rabbit's Got the Gun over there on Hogan Street.
There you go.
Um, Basically, it's just where, man, it's just beautiful. All the Rasa comes out, all the lowriders. We got DJs outside. There's a bar. Rabbit's Got the Guns, a bar, and we got three food vendors. Um, and it's like a really big block party, but there's
Right.
no permits. Or like, you know, we didn't ask for permission. You know what I'm saying? It's just people pull up, and it's a beautiful thing, man. Funky Solistic Sunday at Rabbits. We started doing it 2 years ago. Me and Feed My Funk. Uh, uh the my partner DJ from LA.
Yeah.
He's from LA, but he's been living in Houston for about
Right.
10 years.
That's what's up.
So when we got to talking, it was like, hey, I grew up in East LA. I'm from East LA. You're from Houston, but we really have the same story of Chicanos. You know what I'm saying? We're
Right.
Chicanos, and we grew up the same way. And when you sit down and talk to someone from LA, from Houston, you're really not that different, bro. All this separation and bullshit. Like, man, we really need to unite and come together
Let's bridge
and
that gap.
Cheers to that.
empower each other. Right. Like, man, empower your Chicano brother, man. I wish everybody nothing but the best, nothing but success.
There
We've
you go.
been supporting everybody else for so many years. We support every other genre. We support screwed up hip hop. We support everything else. Well, where's our culture? Where's the love for the culture that our grandparents, our parents created? They created the Pachuco culture.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And what did we do with it, bro? It's gone in this city, bro. That's a damn shame. You know what I'm saying? So it's up to us to bring
You
it back and to
funny you
really
say that.
show these young.
Funny you
It's
say
not
that.
gone, man. Hey, show up February 4th, man. They do this every first Sunday of the month. February 4th is the next Gen Gig right there on Hogan Street at Rabbit's Got a Gun. Look it up, man. From 5 to what, 9 or later. It's like a movie, dude. I'm not
Yeah.
kidding you. Straight out of Boulevard Nights, you got a lot of lowriders out there. They're cruising up and down the streets, hopping and going. You got the motorcycles out there. You got a whole parking like lot filled with just lowriders, you know what I'm saying, hanging out, the old school, the new school. It's a great time. I went out there the last Sunday they did it, and I had a blast, man. And so I'm just, I want everybody to just experience it at least one time. And if not, man, you're just gonna be, you're gonna be like regulars, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, hey, on the real, man, it's the most
I am
hottest
going.
underground thing in the city going on right now. You know what I'm saying? It's just so dope. And again, man, before I get out of here, I want to shout Grim and Shadow out. Shout out my crew, Feed Me Funk, David, Simplify Familia, uh, Ben, Johnny, Midnight Rose, C's. Shout out to the whole Chicano Boulevard Familia because, man, we've really been working hard on building this culture back, man. And for us, Chicanismo is a way of life, man. It ain't
Right.
something we just do
Right.
at an event. Like we live this shit. You know what I'm saying? We live and breathe Chicanismo. We don't. At this point in our lives, we just want to be proud Chicanos. So
Right.
I'm gonna end with that because I know y'all got a show going. But
Oh,
hey,
you're good.
holla at me, Shadow.
Oh, you
Now you're
good.
good,
Hey,
Isaac.
thank
And
you.
y'all
I
and y'all be on
appreciate it.
y'all be on y'all be on the lookout for the new single from Baby Bash, Chicano
Chicana
Boulevard, coming
Boulevard
Yeah.
soon, bro.
That's
Baby Bash, Chicano Boulevard, Coda the Barber Man. Come on, y'all stop playing.
with Kodo
Let's go.
singing and Baby Bash. Man, I'm telling you, it's a banger,
it's a
man. I just heard
soldies,
it
right?
last
It's
week,
a
man.
soldies song. It's pretty cool, man. I heard a little bit of it.
Yeah,
Right? Hey,
yeah.
and just remember, Chicano Boulevard started in H Town, baby. Come on, let's go. You know what
There
I'm
we go,
saying?
man.
Like,
We're gonna take it worldwide, man. They're gonna see us in Tokyo.
Hey, thank you, Isaac.
let's go.
Chicano Boulevard,
All
man.
right, brothers, y'all be cool.
All right, man. See you. I see you, Isaac.
Hell yeah, that's
Y'all be
crazy,
safe,
man.
man. That's cool, motherfucker, man. Yeah, man. So we keeping it right here, man. And let me see what we got, Grammy.
Hold on, we
We
got a
got a
couple.
couple of minutes.
We got a little bit of less than a minute and a
Hey,
half.
right there, hit that question mark right now, man. Because on the B side, man, it's the Q&A. But I just want to give a big shout out to Chicano Boulevard and everything they did. You know, ever since we started doing the thing with Low Life, the video, man. Thank you guys. You know what I'm saying? Let all your friends know. Go check out the video on YouTube, Grim and Shadow TV. Go check it out, man, and check out all the rest of the the videos that we have there from the past. Let's get the numbers up, man, for real, man. That's what it is. And but man, this thing, man, with the Chicano thing is like it's got to the point, Paul, where I just want to do Chicano Boulevard like volume 1, volume 2 type of
You're
albums
gonna
and
do a
shit. You know
Chicano.
what I'm saying?
If Bash has a Chicano Boulevard song, you're gonna do a Chicano Boulevard album. Okay.
Well, honestly, what's crazy is that great minds think alike because I didn't know he was doing a Chicano Boulevard, and I had already started a Chicano Boulevard song. You know what I'm saying? And I got
You got
Gotti on it.
you got a Chicano Boulevard song. Okay. All right,
I do.
I got to write to it. Here we go.
I got.
I want to write to
Oh,
it, man. Let me get on a verse on that. Hey, we're gonna get to the B side, Shadow, and I see some questions already at the bottom. Hey, man, this is the B side is the question side of the show. So if you got some questions, man, hit us up with it. You know, we're gonna answer them. We're gonna answer them as best as we can. I also see some questions that are already in the comments that are posting. I got one from Mario. I got another one from Tricho2X. We're gonna answer your questions. I'm gonna try to go back as far as I can without messing up my shit. But yeah, man, this is the B side. Let's see who's in here, man. We got a lot of people. We got Spring Branches in here, Tricho2X, of course, Timothy Yin. Let me see. Did I say that right? Shadow ain't saying nobody. The Stone Sound always in here. Gas Gang, Casey Wayne Taylor, the Midnight Sun 907. I am Screw. Yes, sir. I see you. Joey, Houston, Texas. Leon. Oh, no shit. I said that right. Dion Garcia, boy, you already know what it is. DC N6. Rinsta. What is it? MC Slay. Albert Ripped Up Records. Spring Branch 3832. Carlos
us
Quintia.
only.
Us Only. Jose G542. Semper Fi Familia. And E-Man HTX 713. Damn, we going down the
Carlos
line.
from Texas.
I can just keep going.
Spring
JJ
Branch.
to Romex and Raul Diaz one. Man, and I could just keep going, but appreciate y'all jumping in, man, with the Grim and Shadow show every Thursday, 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock. This is the B side, and on the B side of every show, we're gonna answer some questions. So let's just get to it, man. Let me put this
This
on.
is the questions and the answers and questions. Because if you ask, we gotta get you an answer.
All right, cool.
And
The
check
first
it out,
question I
man.
want to answer is Tricho. Wait, let me see. Where's it at? Shit. See, I'm bugging up already. Tricho 2X had a good one for you, Shadow. You said,
Okay.
do you consider yourself Chicano or Mexican American? That's in. What is it?
I've been Chicano since
Chicano?
I was a kid, man. We used to just that just was the way we were raised.
Shadow, why
Chicano
you named
power.
Shadow? By the way, I'm gonna cut you off, but I remember you were named Shadow, but it was like 232 or what was the number 128, what the fuck was it with the butterfly you used to, because Shadow was a graffiti or he like just draw. I told you from Teen Angels magazines and from the lowrider magazines, but you used to have Shadow no, it was El Shadow. Come on, Shadow, be honest. Was it El
Yeah,
Shadow?
it was back in the days, man. I mean, I had the sock check. You know what I'm saying? I used to wear my winos,
Sock
and
check.
I used to wear my thin belt with my khakis.
Uh-uh.
I used to wear my Chuck Taylors. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Bleached Chuck Taylors with the flat folded
Shadow, you had
down.
the winos on, Shadow.
I had the winos, man.
Come
I ain't
on,
gonna
man,
lie,
with the
man. I
hole
used
at
to
the
wear.
on the big toe.
Hold up, man. I didn't have holes in my big toe. I used to wear the tight white, you know what I'm saying, with the little cross that was kind of made out of like thread.
You had the rosary. I cut her.
It wasn't a rosary. I just told you what it was, bro. Man,
What was it?
you didn't listen. It's like little cloth. You know what I'm saying? Your girlfriend would know. A friend would make it for you.
What about okay, I got Mario. Good question by the way. Tricho, 2X, man. Keep it
Any
coming.
what else did we used to wear back in those days? Anybody? Oh man, they used to have those little cholo bands. You know what I'm
I
saying? The
don't know.
girls would wear
Follow the
all those.
comments. Oh, cholo band. You wore cholo band? I thought that was for the girls, the cholas.
Nah. I
Come
didn't
on,
wear
Charlie.
cholo
You
band.
know
I'm
you
just
wore
saying,
cholo
back in the
band.
days, what are other things that people would wear? You know, whether you were a girl or boy.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Mario got a good one. Mario, man, gas gang all over it. Man, I can't find it now. Ching out the fucking Mario was talking about, do you consider uh Capone E a Chicano rapper? And based on what I'll just answer that real quick. Based on what we were talking about with Isaac from Chicano Boulevard earlier, I mean, you have to, right? Because Mellow Man Ace, if he if you know if his identity and he would grew up around the Chicano culture, just like again with Low G, and I mean, you get what I'm saying, right?
Absolutely. If he identifies himself as a Chicano rapper, then that's his, what he does. You know what I'm saying? Then you most
He
definitely,
sure looks like one. I mean,
he
I
should be
will say that
absolutely,
he
absolutely.
looks more like a
Nobody should not
Chicano rapper
just
than I
because
do, and I'm a
just
Chicano
because
rapper,
he's not.
huh?
I agree.
The nets in the hair. Go to- so let's get
The
that.
nets in the hair. That's not. Yeah, that's for real, bro. What you talking about, man? Net head.
All right, so I got some more questions. Thanks for all the questions, fellas, or ladies and gentlemen, Achinga. Um, let me see. Let's go with.
Polo Loco.
Can you see these, Shadow?
Joey.
Can you see the question down at the bottom?
Yes, sir. Joey Hutex Glial. He
Hmm.
said, "How would y'all compare the Chicano rap days with Dope House, Shut 'Em Down, Ran Things, to today's Chicano rap scene?"
And
You
he's
want to
talking
answer
about
that?
in Texas. I would imagine. I would suppose he's talking about in Texas. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Well, do you want to answer that?
Oh well, shit. How would y'all compare them? I see a lot of similarities. Honestly, I see. It looks the same to me. I mean, I'm of course, different year, different time, in a different, era, I guess you can call. But I mean, Mexican OT right now reminds me of South Park Mexican when we were going on the tours and running around and doing these shows all together. They're having a lot. They look like they're having a lot of fucking fun, and that's what the fuck we were doing. We were just running around with Rashid and Low G and me and Pimpstress and Bash, of course, and Russell Lee and yourself, man. I mean, every now and then, you don't think that I mean, as far as that aspect, it looks the same to me except for the music's different. I mean, but it's all the same.
Okay. But the question he's reading, it says, "How would y'all compare the Chicano rap days with Dope House and Shut 'Em Down, Ran Things, to today's Chicano rap scene?" Now, when you put Dope House and Shut 'Em Down together,
On how they ran things.
yeah. So here's the thing, like, you're right, Mexican OT, he's out there having a blast. You know what I'm saying? But I think our era would just not be duplicated because it
Well,
was more like a movement where all of us was running at the same time. You know what I'm saying? And we was all in the same, places. Even to where Shut 'Em Down and Dope House went on tour to almost together at Time is Money tour.
right.
You know what I'm saying? How Mexican OT's doing his thing, but do you have another, record label, like bringing up the following? You know what I'm saying? So that I'm not
I,
saying
I
that it
see where you
has
say.
to
I
be
see
that
where you
way,
come. I see where you're coming from. I
but
get
that's
it. I'm wrapped up in I guess the of what it's looks like, right? But you're going
yeah.
by what was really happening, and of course the '90s or even the early 2000s don't compare to today's the '20s, man. You know what I'm saying? So
And here's another thing. The
just a different
internet,
time. It was a different. It was a
the
different movement. A different. You
technology.
could smell the fucking paper.
Well, the
Now
technology is
motherfuckers
way
just
different
cash
too,
app
because
your
we
ass.
was out there selling our CD at the same time, selling our merch with us at the same time. Now they got their merch too, right? They selling their merch, they're doing their thing. But I don't know. It was like I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I can see. I mean, I know OT's
So
hitting
who's
all the
running
circuits,
things? Okay,
right?
who's running things better? Dope House Day shut them down. Man, dude, fucking man, you talking about shut them down? Shit, shut them down was running it, doing its handling,
It's
bro,
on,
hanging, in its own kind of way. Rest in peace, man, my boy D, man. But you know,
bro. They was
I
putting
I,
on their
I
own
wouldn't know because
shows
I
and
guess I
having
can't
that.
answer because I
Look,
don't know how
okay, Paul. They was
Mexican
putting
OT
on
and
their
all them are
own
handling their
shows.
business. I'm sorry, what?
They was putting on their own shows and having Trench, Fat Joe, and people come and do shows with them. You know what I'm saying? Like it was little.
Okay. I hear that. Okay.
You know.
You're right.
Remember
You're
they
right.
had.
I don't know.
I mean,
Maybe it'll come to that with Mexican OT. They're just kind of getting going. It's really OT is in like SPM's Hustle Town days. You know what I'm saying? He
that's
he
true.
just
OT's got. I
he,
think he's just. I think he's gonna be
he's
here
just
for a
getting
long
going.
time.
I mean, hopefully he can
I hope
last.
so.
Well, that's the next question, right? Is OT and this wave that's going on now, is it gonna last as long as
I hope. I think so. I can see. I've heard other stuff that he's had, not new stuff, but stuff in the past. I mean, the boy is cold with his delivery, his flow, his think. And his creativeness. He's an artist, man. Like he's not
yeah,
playing.
that's a
He's the
good
real
question.
deal.
I like that question, man.
That's a
Appreciate
great question, man. Great
appreciate that,
question, Joey.
Joey. Let's see. I'm just gonna move on. I'm just gonna pick them up. I hope I'm not, putting anybody out or whatever. But
The Polo Loco.
go ahead, shout.
He
Not
doesn't have a question, Paul.
uh,
He doesn't. He's not a question, but he says? I would say y'all made the movement. It was time like no other. There will never be another time like that. I honestly, and I'm biased, right? Because I'm from that time, but I feel the same. With what he's saying, like that. That was like a golden era, bro. I mean, you had like everybody was kind of working together, going for the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just different. We had our own radio station at 100.7 and party house party 104.9. It was just like, I don't know, dude. You know what I mean? We had our own fucking station, Paul. Like fuck.
that's
You know what I
another
mean?
one. Damn, dude, you're on to something. We'll see what OT does, we're putting it all on OT shoulder. I guess it's like putting it on Carlos's shoulders. But that's
Are you
crazy.
kidding?
Hey,
OT has got a million fucking followers. I mean, this dude has a following, dude. This ain't no bullshit. That's not something to shake your head at. You know what
hey,
I'm saying? It's like that's fucking amazing, bro.
real shit,
You know what I'm saying?
real
In
shit.
comparison, if you look at some
Hey,
Fashion's got half that.
hey,
You know what I'm saying? Let's be real.
Mario, I love Mario. Mario, you're my best. Atlanta, what's that? What is
Sebastian's
that?
been around for
Uh,
longevity.
Mario W86 asked a great question. Actually, can an African American consider himself a Chicano rapper? I mean, Capone is not a Latino at all, right?
Well,
And I'll say this. I don't mean to cut you off, Shadow, but Lord Loco, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, if anybody's a Chicano, an African American Chicano rapper,
it's Lord Loco.
now you'd have to ask Lord Loco. We're gonna have to ask him ourselves, but you know, hey, or
Does he
Rashid.
consider himself a
What about
Chicano?
Rashid? He's called himself. What did he call himself? What did he call himself? The Dallas Mayate or something. What was
I mean, really, he's got a point. Think about it. Think about it. Mario's thinking. Look,
I love it.
basically anybody can be a Chicano. It's like all the people, all the ones that their people don't
Din
want
dog
or
from Cypress Hill. I'm sorry.
don't accept. Because what it is that okay,
Wet
here's
black.
what it is, Mario. Here's what it is, Mario. You got a Chicano is it came and this is by definition. It was a derogatory term that was given to us by our own people.
Mexicans.
A Mexican gave another Mexican that term because they're telling them that they're not Mexican, they're American.
Right. Well, they're not
And really,
Mexican.
well, they're not Mexican. And because they're from America, they're Americanized. Okay. So
Colonized, huh?
colonized. So what happened is that, well, and you turn the other cheek, we're not, the Americans don't want us either. We're
No,
Mexican
but
to
he has
them.
a
You know what I
question.
mean?
He
Like,
just asked another question. I'm going to cut you off, Shadow, but he asked a good question because next he says, well, then how sacred is it then if anybody can be a Chicano? But that's a great question. But I can, my rebuttal is you got it. Hey, it's just like in American Me, right? It wasn't just that they were that he was white, right? It was because he lived and bled, or Miklo, right? From Blood
right,
In and Blood Out. He lived and bled. He was like, I'm more Chicano than,
right, right.
right?
That's the thing. That's the thing. If that person is more Chicano than you are, you know what I'm saying?
Right? Right. And
Then
we
I
grew
mean,
up with who was that? I can't remember his name, but remember Larry Aleman, right? Remember Larry when we
I remember Larry
in Hartman
Alamán, of
Junior High?
course.
And he
Yeah.
had a homeboy of his that was a widow. And because we played football with Larry Aleman, and he had a homeboy of his, and he was like, he's more Mexican than you. It's the same shit. So I mean,
Well,
it is still sacred, I think, Mario,
great
because
question.
be-
Great question, though,
it is
man.
still
That
sacred
is.
because if you were to look into the eyes of some of these non Mexican American or what, you know, you would see the Chicanismo in them. You know, be like, shit. It's like like this. Somebody said earlier, El Chino. So like somebody said earlier, it's a culture, man. It was KBT low
It's a
G.
culture. You know what? You know, it's gotten so deep, Paul, and I was, I really have gotten, really try to get more interested in doing more research about it. And in Tokyo right now, it's like back in the days when the Urban Cowboy came out with John Travolta, the movie, and Gillies was,
It's been on for
and
a
he had
while.
the
I know
hockey
what you're
top.
about to say, Shadow. And it's been on
In
for a while since
Tokyo,
I was out
in
there.
Tokyo, back then they went bonkers with that, and they were cowboys,
Right.
right? You can go back in history and look it up. And now, if you go to Tokyo right now, there is a big, huge following of Pachukuism, low riding, and the
That's been
dress,
going on
the
since
culture, the
2007,
and
6,
and they're
and
out
beyond
there.
because Shadow, the one of the guys that took us to Japan in 2000, I was out there in 7 and 8 at least, or 6, and there was a DJ Koss, and he was a Japanese DJ that was DJing at Power with DJ E-Man and Big Boy, right? Big Boy's Neighborhood out there in LA. And
Right,
Big Boy and them were the ones that took us to Japan both times. And it was DJ Kaz who and he had lowriders in Japan and in LA. So
right.
this was back in 2006. And I'm sure
So if you
before, obviously before that, right? I don't know the history, but you're right, and it's been going on for years, and it's probably spread to China and Korea, and who knows, even North Korea. Let's get on to it. Some more questions, man. We got another one from Casey Wayne Taylor.
What's up?
Did y'all know Third Wish to Rock the World would be a classic album when y'all recorded it? That's there you go, Shadow. That's you.
The Third Wish to Rock the World would be a classic subject when y'all recorded it, man. The Third Wish. So what happened with the Third Wish? That ended up being the first album that I actually recorded, mixed and arranged with Carlos. And it's a funny story because um, I had given him a song. I had given him High So High. And when I gave him that song back then, it wasn't like you did a single or video and you put it on YouTube, and you put it on the world, right? Would see it. Back when we did this in 99, 2000, or late 99, early 2000, um, you would have a single that would come from an album. So what we did by putting down High So Highs, we actually put the cart in front of the horse. So
Right.
now we had to rush and put together an album for that single that was hot, hot, hot. I mean, it was like a bullet
Right.
and going to number one, right? So we had about 3 weeks to put the Third Wish to Rock the World together. Okay. And this was not on Universal's budget. Remember, this was an independent album. This never went to Universal or anything. Universal ended up being the next album that we were doing. But they wanted this album because we did this, and it's supposed to take 3 weeks, but it ended up taking close to about 2.5, 3 months. But we
This was
finished it as fast,
I'm sorry.
huh?
This was that
We
digital services, right?
This was actually at the Dope House at the compound. We were doing it on Sessions 8. And we it was a new program before Pro Tools, and it was like we could see it. We bought Chituro's studio. I don't know if you remember Chituro,
I
Bernie.
remember going in and getting shit. Well, shit.
Carlos
We all
bought
went and picked up.
Chituro's studio, and if anybody knows, that's when Purdy the dog came
Yeah.
from Chituro's house to the Dope House,
Yeah.
and we did that album, and I ended up staying the night, 24 hours, just day and night sleeping. We bought cots, you know what I'm saying, and Carlos got little, like, so we could little sleeping bag kind of cots and shit. We could sleep and stay there, and we grinded on that album until we finished it, bro. And we had because we were trying to get it out and we ended up selling like when that dropped in Houston alone, I think we sold $150,000, 150 copies that first week in Houston. Now, if you
In
went to
those days,
Dallas,
if
we
you
only
sold a
sold like
copy, you got all that
35 that
money.
first week.
In those
Huh?
days, if you sold a copy for $20 or whatever it was, shit, you could sell it, and then oh shit, quick, you could sell a copy for $10, man. You got all that money. Hello. He said
Yeah.
Purdy, Purdy, the most smiling dog I ever seen. Man, Purdy came with the from Shatiro's, and man, Shatiro put some albums together out, and that's getting off the subject, but Shatiro and I can't forget his wife's name, Bernie,
Bernie.
and yeah, they put some heat out in Houston.
Well, Carlos had done his first albums over there at their studio. I forgot the name of it. God, I get the slips of mind, but his Hustle Town. That's where he was recording his Hustle Town and doing all that while we was over there at Jam Down. But and I remember doing that. I mean, everybody was doing what they were doing at the time. Nobody knowing what was gonna be the result of it and being now. Like third wish to rock the world is a classic album, but like the time behind it is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like you think about all the days and nights it took to put it together, to beat a race basically. And it was funny, Paul, because remember we had just came from Jam Down, and who did the same thing at Jam Down, and they had to do the same. Mark Kidney had to, if he's in your Stone song, Mark Kidney, they had to do the
That's right.
same thing.
That's right.
What song? What song was it?
Uh, fuck, I don't remember.
Little
That's a Paleto
Kiki.
question.
No,
That ain't
no. Listen, Little Kiki put out Southside, and he didn't have the Don't Mess with Texas album done.
right.
So
Same
the
shit. That's
same thing,
right.
I seen this happen before. It happened at Dope House because Mark Kidney and them, they had to finish an album in like 3 weeks because of Southside. They put a hit song out, and they didn't have an album. He didn't have an album, so he had to do the whole Domestic Texas album to put, because back then you put out the album, you know what I'm saying, with a single on it. You know what I'm saying? And so I seen what happened over there. So it was like the same. We did the same shit. Got in the same quicksand. That's what it felt like. Got stuck in quicksand because we had to get out.
That's
So
crazy.
man,
Hey,
it was crazy.
I think Danny Great 219. Anyway, much love. I messed that up, man. Much
Great
love from
question,
San Diego.
Casey.
Still listening to Grim Jams. I appreciate that, man. Chicano Boulevard. Isaac said earlier, anybody can be Chicano, but not everyone grew up in the culture. Ah, chinga.
I
Like we were
cheat.
saying, let's see who else we got in here that was saying something. Rashid and Low G, and Loco for sure. Talking about Chicanos earlier, and then Texican Clothing said Sin Dog is a good example from Cypress Hill, talking about other people in the Chicano culture as far as Chicano rappers or Chicanos. Period. Man, thank everybody for coming in, man. I appreciate it. We got a few more minutes left, so we got a few more questions. Um, let me see who else. What you think about this? Getting not, I am Screw said thoughts on the song next episode from Street Military. What you think about that?
Oh, come on, man. That's a classic.
Hold on, real quick. We got about 2 minutes, but I gotta get some real quick.
Yeah, the next episode, man. So like, so that whole album coming from after Tears Should Come from making my this dream and other classic hits like what I'm saying they've had in the past. So we kind of came up with Klondike Cat being in the the South Park coalition and being with Klondike. We was used to seeing them around and vibing with what they was vibing to. They had went from different record labels to different labels too. Saying they were bounced around for a little while, and but they had all kept stayed true to their roots. So when the next episode came out, man, shit, I remember everybody bumping that shit, dude, down the street, man. That was during the Romantico days. I
Right.
remember hearing that shit.
Romantico. Oh shit, he pulled out the Romantico.
Yeah, when we was doing the shows at Romanticos, I remember this one dude bumping down that street and had that baby laughing, "Ah," saying and shit. So Street Military, man, they just every album that they would come with, it was just like what are they gonna come with next? You know what I'm saying? Like type shit. Play when they did Don't Play with a Gun. I mean, shit. You know.
Cool story, man, and true story is that we were we were blessed to be in the presence of a lot of that, to actually witness a lot of those songs being made.
Yeah,
Philetto and Hot, they got together. They got along really
Icy.
well. Yeah, I see Hot and Philetto got along, man, very well. And
Well, because they were both DJs, and so I mean, they were both scratch, and
they
they had
also
that
made music
cut.
together. They also were producers. So and they cut kind of the same. And that wasn't by seeing it. I think that freaked each other. They freaked each other out with that one. When they first met, they were like, "This motherfucker got the same little move." Robert Gonzalez 0076. Grim went hard on the Purity album. Man, right on, man. I actually got two songs on that album. Uh,
Tom Solo, the
and
Cholo, he said, I told Rashid he's an honorary Mexican.
there you go. I got two songs on the Purity album. It was I'm Your Future and of course Watch the Block Bleed. And that was literally, I mean, people say, "Oh, Graham got two." I said, really, that was Happy P, man, because they're happy tracks. Happy P was the one who was pushing those songs. So, right on, man, to Happy P for helping me out with that one, because I don't think I would have got both of them on. I don't know, maybe Carlos would have did. Uh,
But the thing about, but you know what though, man, you can't say nothing when you say watch the block bleed. The funny thing is the real story behind watch the block bleed. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, you know what I'm
we
saying?
got
Maybe we
one
can
last
save that
question.
story for
We,
next time.
we got one last question, and it just pulled up on the feed. It's do you see it? It said Pablo Serenity. It says, "My name is Pablo. I was in a video many years ago with SPM in Lake Olympia." You see that, Shadow?
Okay.
It said, with a record label called Tech Record. Trying to find this video. Low G and Rashid was in it too. Y'all have any idea? Shit,
No.
it's must. Oh, the the easy answer was no.
Well, I mean, I'll be honest
You
with
think
you.
it'll be on YouTube?
Late
You think it'll be on YouTube?
with with Tech Records would be your only bet is to look up something with Tech Records and with the SPM next to it.
What about
You know what I'm
Mohawk?
saying? Huh?
What about Mohawk? Remember Mohawk?
Mohawk, and you know what? We've reached out to him before, but I don't know if he has the extent of all that. You know what I'm saying? We've talked to him. And I don't know how much footage he even has. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, but I would be interested to find out, Pablo. You know what I'm saying? Because any video like that, is good to find. You know what I'm saying? I was with Low
You got
G just the
you
other
got less
day.
than a minute, Shadow. Hey, rest
I,
in
I
peace to our Al Capone. He passed away 77 years ago today.
Damn. Uh, Real quick, I was with Low G just the other day, and he was showing me video from New York that we did on our trip when we was out there with Fat Joe, and we was over there at Jimmy's Cafe,
Hey, we gotta
and
talk
so
about that on the next show.
yeah, so I mean, there's a lot of footage that's out there, man, Pablo. So man, I don't know, I'm gonna have to look that up, man. Tom Solo the Cholo said, "In My Lifetime" is my favorite album in my lifetime. In my lifetime, was that he's the one talking about I've been stating my days and you were seeing in lifetime.
Me
Dun,
and
dun, dun,
mine,
dun.
yeah.
I'm
8 o'clock,
saying that one.
Shadow.
I see more things in one time than see more things in one day than you. I'm playing
Shadow,
deep in the game. If you
Shadow,
ain't wait, I'm
Shadow,
playing deep. Hello,
Shadow.
I'm playing deep in the game while you were sitting on sidelines.
Me and
Dun, dun,
mine,
dun.
Shadow.
Yo,
I love you, man.
I love you, bro. Peace.
See ya.